Hello friends, welcome to the video. In previous videos we learned about the disease, germs and the types of germs. Now in this video we will learn about how germs are spreading in the environment from person to person or from environment to the human body, and what are the preventive measures we need to take that germs will not spread. Let's start. How germs spread. As we all know that germs are present everywhere in the environment, so we can't say कि germs are not present. It is present everywhere. Germs live anywhere they can find warmth, food, and moisture. The germs love the places where the warmth is there, means where the hotness is there, where the temperature is more. Over the food also they love to live, and moisture where the humidity is more or the moisture is more, at that place also germs live. We can find the germs easily at these places and some other places also. This could be inside human bodies or on their skin. Inside the human body also, as well as on the skin of human body, the germs are present. Second, inside or on the bodies of other animals. Germs are present inside the body of animals also, as well as on the skin of animals. Third, in sewage system. Sewage system we all know where the waste of our houses are going, so that is sewage system. Germs are present mostly at that places. Next is on food. Germs are present on the food also. If we leave the food outside, we are not keeping the food properly, so germs are growing over the food. On rubbish of any kind. Rubbish of any kind means whatever the garbage we are throwing, whether it is biodegradable or non biodegradable, the germs are present there. The germs start spreading themselves over the rubbish of any kind. Next is on the ground. On the ground means in the soil the germs are present. Because they are very tiny, we can't see it through our naked eyes. Next is in unclean water. Unclean water means whatever the water is there which is unclean, dirty water mixed with soil or outlets or waste water from the factories, from the industries. These all are unclean water, so germs are present in that water also. In the air, germs are present in the air also. Okay, so these are the places where we can find the germs. Now how germs spread. So first point is hands spread germs. The human beings have two hands. Over the hands, while we touch any object on mentioned above things, if we touch any object and then we are touching our mouth, our nose by our hand, so germs will spread inside our body. If we shake hand to someone, then also germs are transferring from person to person. Second, droplet in the air spread germs. As we already discussed above, germs are present in air, so through the air also germs are spreading from person to person, from animal to human body, from waste products to human body. If we are talking with someone, so that through the water droplets which are present in air, the germs are spreading from one person to another. While sneezing, while coughing, the germs are transferring from one person to another. Next point is water can spread germs. Water also main cause of spreading germs. As above mentioned above points, that unclean water contains germs. So that is, if we drink contaminated water, unclean water, so what will happen? The germs will go inside our body. Not only drinking, if we use that water for washing, for cooking also, then what will happen? Through the help of water, germs will spread. Next point is sharing clothes and towels. If we share our clothes and towels with someone else, or if we are using clothes of any other person, that time also the germs will spread from one body to another body. Whether, suppose for example, if we are sharing the clothes with our brother, with our friends, then what will happen? Our body germs will transfer to that individual, or their germs are transferred to our body. So don't share the clothes and towels. Then insects can spread germs directly to the people. Insect also spreading the germs from person to person. For example, mosquitoes. Mosquito bite you, and then after some time he go and sit on someone else's body and bite that individual, so they are transferring the germs. Same way, house flies are going and sitting on the rubbish or going in the sewage system. While they go there, the germs will stick on their legs, and then the houseflies are coming, sitting on our body, touching our body, or going and sitting over the food. So, what will happen? They are transferring the germs. Same way, cockroach is common. Okay, cockroach is walking on the ground. As we all know, in ground also germs are present, so germs are stick on their legs, then cockroach are going and touching the food, so they also transfer the germs. Next point is rodents can spread germs to food. What is rodents? Rodents are some mammals, animals which can, these all are the mammals, like for example rabbit, mice, rat, squirrel. Okay, so these are also the main cause of spreading the germs, because what happened, suppose for example rat, if a rat is present in our house, the rat is living in the ground, so they are containing the germs, and while they come out and eat some food, or they will take some bite to the food, so what will happen, the germs will transfer to that particular food. And if we don't know कि rat took the bite from that food and we are eating, so what will happen, that germs are going inside our body. So these are the some points by which germs are spreading from one person to another, or from environment to the human body. Now, what we have to do so germs will not spread? What we have to do so that germs will not spread and it will not enter in our body. First point is hand wash by soap and water. Regularly we need to wash our hand by water and soap so that our hands will not spread the germs. If we are touching our mouth, if we are touching our nose, so the germs will not present on the hand and it will not go inside. Okay. So regularly we need to wash our hand by soap and water. Second, cover your nose and mouth when you sneeze. While we sneeze, then we need to cover our mouth and our nose by the help of some tissue paper or by the help of handkerchief, so that while we sneeze the germs will not spread in the air and it will not transfer from person to person. Third, cover your mouth when you cough to keep you from spreading germs. Same way like sneezing, while we are coughing, that time also we need to cover our face, our mouth, so that the germs will not spread in the air and it will not transfer from one person to another. Fourth one, same as second and third point, using tissues for your sneeze and sniffles. While we sneeze and sniffles, we need to use tissues. So once we use that, after that we can dispose that particular tissue. So it will not transfer from one person to another. Next point is, make sure you will get all the routine immunization from your doctor. We need to do a regular checkup, and regular immunization means we will take the regular medicines. So if the germs are present in our body, so that it will kill by the particular medicine, so we cannot get any kind of disease. So we should go and consult regularly to the doctor also. Next is, keep your immune system strong and healthy by eating well, exercising regularly and getting good sleep. What is immune system? Immune system is the body capability to fight against the germs. So we need to keep our immune system strong, so that if the germs will enter in our body, so our body can fight against that particular germs. How we can make our immune system strong? By eating well. Take the healthy food, take the healthy meal which is good in nutrients, so that our immune system will become strong. Not always the junk food, eat the healthy food. By exercise regularly, we need to do the exercise regularly, so our immune system will become strong. Then by good sleep also. If we are not taking proper sleep, that means our body is not properly physically fit. It will harmful for our body. As doctor said, 7 to 8 hours sleep is need to be healthy. Okay, so we need to take a good sleep also for making our body healthy, for making our immune system strong. So these are some points which stops the spreading of germs. Next is, if the germs enter in our body, how our body fight against the infections. Okay, if some kind of germs like bacteria, virus, fungi, protozoa enter in our body, so how our body will fight against that particular germs. Okay, there is something which is present in our body which fight against the germ. What is that? See the picture. You can see the white particles, red particles in the first image. So what is that white particle? That white particle is known as white blood cells. Why it is called as white blood cells? Because it is white in color and it is present in our blood. In our blood, other cells also there like platelets and RBCs, red blood cells and white blood cells. So what is the main function of white blood cells? The main function of white blood cells is to fight against the germs. When the germs enter in our body, they start fighting against them. They start killing their particular germs. So it is very important. Once germs get inside our body, germs start breeding. Once the germs enter in our body, they start breeding, means they start reproducing, like 1 to 2 to 4, 4 to 8, 8 to 16, and so on. So they start breeding. We are infected and it can make us feel sick. So and then what will happen when they start breeding or reproduce? Our body will get infected and our body become sick. Our white blood cells aim to destroy the unwelcome guest. So what is unwelcome guest? Whatever the germs enter in our body, that is unwelcome guest. So our white blood cell aim is to destroy the unwelcome guest, means the main function is they will destroy these germs. They get their start in our bone marrow. Where they start, white blood cells? There is one bone marrow inside the bones. So white blood cells are formed inside that bone marrow. Once the germs are enter in our body, so our body start producing the white blood cells. Where? In the bone marrow. They have a short life ranging from a few days to a few weeks. They have, means white blood cells have very short life ranging from a few days to few weeks, means the life of white blood cells are very less. They are die very soon. So our body constantly make more. So what will happen? Our body constantly making the white blood cells. Regularly they are making. Okay. There are different types. White blood cells are of different types, but they all have the same goal to fight against infection. But they have different types. But what's their function? What's their main aim? The main aim of white blood cells is to fight against the germs, to fight against the bacteria, virus, fungi, protozoa. They all start killing all these kind of germs, so our body will become healthy, and whatever the infection occur in our body will cure from that particular sickness, from that particular infection. Okay, so these are some basic things, how the germs are spreading, how we can prevent ourselves, and how our body fight against the infection or germs. That's all for today. Thank you very much. Stay safe, stay home.